Hey guys, Toast here. The beta got updated this morning, so here's a look at what's going to come out in 5.2. The big spending thing is going to be new gemstones. This is going to be the same as emblems. It's just a new tier. You're going to have to spend money to unlock them, and then you'll also upgrade them. There are a couple of UI tweaks that are going to come along with this. There's also a new event called the Royal Arena, but it's not enabled yet, so I can't look at it. And a Spring Festival event, which again, is not enabled, so I can't look at it. So we'll just quickly look at the gems here. So you'll see that there's this Gemstone Armory, so it's a bit of a UI change, but it is quite a bit nicer. Just because you can immediately equip, you don't have to switch between the two screens. So that is nice. I already unlocked them all, but it was the same as emblems. You had to get these tome things to unlock them, and the six-sided ones had a different material to unlock than the other three. So that's a little bit annoying, just a little more money grubbing. Then you also might have noticed down here on the bottom that there is now what they're calling, I think it was Gemstone Essence. And basically this is how you're going to upgrade your gems going forward. So if you hit the plus sign, you'll come here and you can turn all your existing stuff I guess that's how they're looking at it there. You'll be able to turn all your existing stuff into this essence. So instead of having all these different types that you have to enhance with, you'll just have the gemstone essence. Which you'll dismantle and turn into points or whatever. Top up is disabled, but I assume that means that there's going to be some new way to directly buy this that'll probably get rid of like the refining gem chests that used to have shivs and stuff like that. But then once you have them, you'll upgrade them like normal. And you can see what the stats go up to. So you can see on the six-sided, it goes up to 58% as a yellow, which is not up that very high. I mean, that's what, 13.5%, which just seems really small, especially after they just did lab, which added like 190% or wherever that ended up being. So you're going to spend a lot of money, and you're going to get basically the benefit of going up one floor in lab. For the other ones, they're 117, and that compares to 90. So again, it's not that much of a difference. Obviously, you're going to have, I think it's 4 of the attacks and like 8 to 10 of defense and like 6 to 8 of health. I don't remember the exact numbers. I never pay that much attention to it. And you can see, so just the new one, you're going to get just 7% by going to the purple, and just 3.5% by going to the purple for the six-sided. So it's not big differences. Certainly not something that's going to give me any temptation to spend. But, you know, everyone has their different spending habits, and you guys do what you want to do. So what else? They also, at least 2 of the lucky shots are going to be getting improved. The equipment here, you can see that the top essence is 17.5k, whereas in the current live that is only 8.7. And you can also see that you can get 2,000 of these material chests, which is 20 chests. I don't know what that goes up to. I'm looking on my lucky shot here, and the best I'm seeing is only a 175, but I think they might be adding a new tier to basically get up to that high. And emblems was the other one that got a nice bump up. So if you are doing emblem or equipment, you're going to want to hold your coins until this update, which is generally it's generally 2 weeks, and it's usually on a Wednesday. So what does that put at? I think so. January 9th is probably the most likely date for this to come out. January 16th is possible, but January 9th is what I would bet on. Let me just see what the events in live are going to. Yeah, and that January 9th also matches with when the Creature Cure event is going to end. So I would almost guarantee that it's going to be January 9th. One other change that I noticed is in the goods exchange. You can now trade the new heroes. So you can trade 2 Arthurs, Baldwins, Elaine, Kay, Tristan, and the rest of these were the same as before. And you also can see that this is going to allow you to trade more of the old ones. So you can now do 7 Agravens, which odd numbers are annoying since most people are probably doing this with just 2 farms. So you can see it's 7 of these, and then 14 of the older ones. So 14 of these Helloes is actually not that bad if you have them on your farm, because the 5-star Helloes is plus 66% troop training speed. But I've been having a really hard time getting them. It's probably more helpful for Lady Iseult. But again, she doesn't give that much. If you're already probably like SH 30 or above, this is not really worth the effort, and you're probably better off just taking the horns. Which it looks like horns went down, or maybe it's because I'm not VIP. No, that's annoying. So it looks like horns went down. You used to be able to do 20, and now you can only do 15, so it might be better off just to send the whole heroes now, instead of doing the horns. I'd have to look at the map to figure that out. Didn't notice changes with any of the others, but I also don't think I paid that much attention. So emblems are going way up. You can see this is now 12 where it used to be 4. You can see you can request up to 6,000 of this Gemstone Essence. But yeah, it looks like this went up a lot too, because this is currently 40. And I don't think equipment changed, but let me just go check that real quick. Actually, I can just, this is what I've been sending, and that's the same. Essence is still 143, and that's still 16, yeah. So it looks like equipment hasn't changed. So gemstones, you'll be able to send more gemstone, more emblems, different heroes, but less horns, statues was the same, and artifacts was the same. Nothing changed in the Spire loot. You can quickly see here, everything's still the same. And also in Trials, all the limits are still there, these haven't changed, and the prices haven't changed. Crucible is still pretty much useless, now that all the yellow gear is so easy to get. There was one other thing. You'll see here, you can now see your gems just a little more easily. You can see them all right here, and then you also can see that it's telling me that I can upgrade these. So just a little UI improvement, nothing that important, but you know, it's something. And I don't think this went up any. Yeah. Looks like the highest version is only 8.7, so no one's even gotten to 8.10 yet. But as you can see, I don't really play the beta, so I haven't gotten that far on it. And nothing here changed. So I'd assume the gemstone trial here went up to go with the new gems. It's probably another section or two. Yeah, it was 128 currently in production, and now it's at 144. But that is everything that I've noticed. When the event comes live, if it's anything interesting that's worth making a video about, you'll see it'll show up here in this new little building. I'll do a video. The events lately have been really uninspiring and kind of boring lately. I think this is supposed to be a 1v1 event, so maybe it'll be a little more interesting, but it tends to just be so heavily favored with poor matching that it's just not fun for anyone unless you spend thousands of dollars every month. And, well, again, it's your money. I certainly wouldn't recommend it, though. As always, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. Bye.